This Old Guy DIY video has to do with a look at the final product. A week ago, I built some forms to go around these culverts at the house of a hot chick that I know. 2 days later, I had 3 yards of concrete brought in with the concrete truck, shuttled it in with a little Kubota tractor. The hot chick helped me throw it in the hole. We let the forms set for a couple days. They lived through the trauma. Today I pulled the forms off, cleaned up a little bit of the gravel. And I'm pretty pleased with the result. There's a lot of freelance engineering involved, but the finished product looks pretty good to me. A few minutes ago, the hot chick that lives here came down and took a look at it. She said, yeah, that looks pretty good. If I had hired somebody else to do it, it would probably be more level. But in my case, it only cost her 2 good dinners and a couple of beers. So I think in terms of bang for the buck, she certainly got some good value out of my work. Just a minute ago, I did a walkthrough to show what it looks like from the water. Based on what I saw on this side, I can see this project will be waiting for me in the fall after she reviews the footage of this video. That's what the end of the wall looks like, where I put the forms in, and we've got about 6,000 pounds of concrete right here in the corner. So I don't think that one's ever going anywhere. I saved an old pair of work shoes that I use when doing these water jobs. Provides a little protection for my feet. I'll show you what it looks like from the water side. Pretty pleased with the way it came together. I'm just going to leave those blocks on the culvert. The water should never get that high, and if I ever have to work on this thing again, at least I have something to anchor to. That's the middle section I did a few years ago with Quikrete. You can see where I had 3 distinct pours there. Here's the seam where the old met the new. You can see my plan for the little drain worked out. That piece of wood kept everything clear there. This is what that boxed in corner turned out to be. This is what the end looks like, where the turtles had been nesting, tearing up the side and causing erosion. Based on what I see here in the middle, I know what project will be waiting for me this fall. These are those stacked Quikrete bags I referenced earlier in one of my videos. 30 years ago, rather than pouring the wall, they stacked Quikrete in there, let the moisture from the ground or rain harden it. You see it falls away like sandstone. So I left that block of wood and that chain. I may be using them in the fall when I come back and tighten this wall up. This is what it looks like over the second culvert. You can see there's some kind of critter trail in there causing a bunch of erosion. I think the work I did over the last few days is certainly an improvement over what was here before. Hopefully she'll be pleased with it. I thought she was satisfied, but as soon as I quit filming, she said, hand me that rake and shovel. So this is what the road looks like after she's done her thing to it. Well, looks like another storm is blowing in. Timing is perfect. We're going to call this one complete. Well, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I hope you have a great day.